Brace yourself, kiddos. The funny cowman has spoken. Looks like 2.0 should officially be out soon. As of less than 24 hours ago, the beta became open to every player, regardless of rank. And as such, a lot more feedback has been sent back to the content team. According to Salted, so long as everything goes well, 2.0 should actually be out later this week. But they did think Gavel was going to be out in November of 2014, and it didn't get released until December of 2015. So... Okay, enough slander. Let's just get into the meat of the video. Basically, I just wanted to share last-minute changes that I think should be implemented before the update goes live. Now, I'm not going to suggest any major rebalances, as I have just lost all hope that they will be implemented anytime soon. I mean, because I know how hard the content team is working on larger balance changes for later patches. So I just want to suggest small changes that can hopefully be made before the official release. The first of these is for the ability tree cooldown. I suggested removing this 30-minute cooldown over 2 months ago in my first video, and even though I thought it would have been changed almost instantly, it still remains in place. The 30-minute cooldown didn't make sense when the beta first came out, and it makes even less sense now that there's more players than ever wanting to try out the new archetypes. If this 30-minute cooldown, or any other limitation for that matter, is still implemented when the update actually drops, there's going to be a lot of people who will be understandably upset since they won't be able to test all the new archetypes with the freedom they would expect. And this next one might seem dumb and trivial, kinda like this video, but it's important to me, okay? Let me get mana and lifesteal back from friendly entities, please. For those of you who aren't aware, you can no longer get health or mana back from friendly mobs, aka the random citizens of a town. Prior to 2.0, if you were just missing some health, you could just quickly murder the citizens to get your health back before venturing out of the town. Now, look, I get that slaughtering civilians is in direct violation of the Geneva Convention, as directly stated in Article 3, subsection A, but just let me have this back, okay? Speaking of getting health back, let's talk about healing real quick. I'm not asking for a rework or even a massive buff, since I get that heal was stupidly strong in 1.20, but I think in its current state, it has issues for both Mage and Shaman. For Mage, the heal amount was pretty heavily nerfed, which, while a bit painful to get used to, is understandable. The issue is, though, they changed how heal works with the heal pulses. In 1.20, the first heal gives you the most health, while the heal pulses give you less. In 2.0, this is flipped, with the first heal giving you less health than the heal pulses. I don't particularly care for this change, but I was okay with it prior to patch 13. After that though, you can no longer get the 2 extra heal pulses without being a lightbender. I think you should make it where Orpheon's pulse is accessible without the lightbender requirements, or make it where the first heal gives more health than the subsequent pulses. New players are already going to struggle with staying alive because of the defense nerf, so I think this change would help mitigate some frustration. For Shaman, the heal problem is a lot more direct. Basically, its heal rate is too low. I don't think Shaman's totem heal rate was overpowered in 1.20, and yet for some reason it has been nerfed to the ground in 2.0. It takes me a little over a minute to heal to full health in 2.0, despite only having took me less than half of that in 1.20. I'm guessing totem heal was nerfed to better balance Summoner's 3 totems, but this change has indirectly nerfed Rich List more than it deserves. I made a forum post that goes into a bit more detail on what to change, but basically, just nerf the abilities double and triple totem, and not the base heal rate of totem. And the last quick change I wanted to mention was to add a 15th class slot. At the moment, you can have a max of 14 classes, but considering there's 15 archetypes, it would be great to add another class slot, so the, holeless players, such as myself, could play every archetype freely. Yeah, I think that's all the quick changes I wanted to see. There's definitely some larger changes that I would love to be implemented, but I understand that it's probably not feasible for them to be added within the next week. And look, I know that 2.0 is probably the most controversial update to date, but all things considered, I think the content team has been responding pretty well, and I'm excited to see what balance changes will come forward in the next few weeks after the update launches. I think we should all just be patient and give it some time and see that this might actually be one of the best updates yet. Well, so long as they remove Laurie.